Well, welcome back to Learning Law Skills, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's one. We're going to be talking about tomahawks, but not this kind of tomahawk. The eating kind. Let's come in here. I'm going to teach you how to do a smoked and reverse seared tomahawk steak. Super easy, a lot of fun. Let me bring the camera in close. We'll show you how we get this meat ready first, and we'll take her from there. Okay folks, so first thing you want to do is you want to let your steak warm up, whatever kind of steak you're cooking. Let it warm up at least an hour or two. Bring it up to room temperature at the very least. I left this one sitting most of the day. So about an hour before you want to start cooking, we need to season it. We're going to get a little salt on there. You know, there's an awful lot of this is going to fall off. Get the edges. I like a little garlic salt or garlic powder. And we're going to come in with a little bit of rub. You can use whatever kind of rub you like. I'm using a chipotle, which, you know, that's just a smoked jalapeno. Give me just 1 second to get this critter open. Be thorough. You got to remember, a lot of this is going to be falling off in the process. Pat it in there. Get the edges real good. A little more salt. A little more garlic. Now you're going to want to let this set a good half hour before you start cooking. So during that time, I'm going to prep up a little bit more, and we'll get the fire rocking. Well, I plumb forgot one thing. You need to get a meat probe in. You want to try to get about to the center. Just find your thickest spot, feed that in, get as close to the center as you can. Okay, now we're going to let that rest for about a half an hour. A little butter. A little garlic. No matter how it's chopped, it just needs to get in there. Okay, let me get a fire going, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes. Now see how that seasoning is really soaked in? It's looking nice and wet. It's exactly what we're wanting. So we're going to get this moved over to the grill. We're going to start cooking. Okay, first thing, good hardwood lump charcoal. As you can see, we got some good hardwood lump charcoal. I'm going to throw some mulberry on there. Use whatever kind of wood you want. I just happen to have a lot of mulberry trees growing at my place. We're always cutting them down. But that's going to give us a fine smoke. Next, the star of the show is going on the top rack. That way, the dripping's going to come down in here. We're going to be able to baste with that here after a bit. So I'm going to slow smoke this for, good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But I'm going to keep it low and slow. Probably a little under 200 degrees. We want to catch this meat by the time it hits, about 115 degrees to 120, no more. And at that time we're going to do the sear. In the meantime, our juices are going to drip into the pan, add to the butter and garlic, and we're good to go. Okay, our temperature is getting right up close to 100. Don't know if you can see that, but it's time for some buttery goodness. Time to get basting. Wait till you see this. I just want to drip it on there. I don't want to be brushing. Leave those spices right where they are. I think it's probably time that I could turn this over a little bit. Man, that's hot on that end. No worries the fire's flaring up, because that'll die right back down as soon as I close the lid. Won't have enough air. Get some good butter on that. We'll baste it again in a few minutes. Okay, it's the time I've been waiting for. We just hit 117. Time to give another basting, and then we're going to hit it with a reverse grill. So let's take a look at this beast. Come on in here. It's just so gorgeous. Everything's better with some butter. Get all of it. Okay guys, we're ready to do that reverse sear. What we want to do is about 2.5 minutes. Turn it 90 degrees. And then another 2.5 minutes. Flip it over. Do the same thing to the other side. Got to get that good caramelization. And use up that butter, man. Just flavor. Turn it 90 degrees. Simple as that. Use up that butter, man. Yeah, that butter might make it flare up a little, don't worry about it. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. A nice caramelization. Come on, now we have to let this rest a minimum, bare minimum, 10 minutes. That's going to be a long 10 minutes, but it's going to be oh so worth it. Let me see if I can get you a better look. Just a perfect ribeye tomahawk. I love it. So while this is resting, you got it. Use up the rest of that butter. It's all good. Let's let it seep down in there. Little meat drippings in that butter. All flavor. No sense of wasting any of it. Look at that beauty. She came off at about 125. She climbed up to 131 degrees. And it's been sitting for a solid 10 minutes, so let me change the camera around and I'll show you how to trim this up. Let's show you how to trim this up. Nothing to it, but let's get to it. Just gonna follow that bone. Fairly simple. Might need a little elbow grease right here at the bottom. Just follow that around. And this piece, that goes to the cook. Every time. Shall we see how we did? Take a look at that. Well, that's just a perfect medium rare. Maybe a little to the rare side. Gonna be delicious. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I really do hope you try to make one of these. They're just amazingly delicious. And share it with a friend. Well, I want to thank you all for stopping in. This is truly an incredible treat. A little smoked, good old tomahawk steak. Nice piece of ribeye. It's more than big enough, so please share it with someone. You're going to have a great time. Couldn't think of anything more delicious to have on a good summer day. So, if you learned something, we do hope you hit that like and subscribe. We surely appreciate it. So, I'll see you down the trail in the next video. Thanks a lot, y'all.